Atlantis, the lost city that sank in a single night. Picture this: a city, a civilization, so advanced that its technology, art, and culture were thought to be beyond anything the ancient world could comprehend. A place where the streets were lined with gold and the temples were adorned with jewels that sparkled like the stars themselves. Atlantis, a name whispered through time, a place of mystery, legend, and a haunting tragedy. But what if I told you it vanished in a single night? It all began over 11,000 years ago. In the heart of the Mediterranean, there was a thriving island empire, a paradise. Its people were said to be powerful, their knowledge unmatched, their wealth beyond imagining. But there was something else, something darker, that lay beneath their perfect world. It was their hubris, their belief that they were untouchable, that led them to push the very boundaries of nature itself. And the gods were watching. One night, as the city glowed under a bright full moon, the earth trembled, a low, rumbling growl that seemed to come from the very belly of the earth. At first, it was just a warning, a whisper. The people, used to the occasional tremor, didn't think much of it. But as the ground cracked open, sending terrifying shakes through the city, panic spread. The once glorious streets that were lined with marble and gold began to fracture. Buildings toppled, monuments shattered, and the great temples to their gods were torn apart as if they were made of paper. And then the sea, the very lifeblood of their civilization, rose. Waves like mountains crashing against the island's shores, swallowing whole neighborhoods in mere moments. The earth itself split open, deep chasms swallowing the streets and dragging entire blocks into the abyss. It was a flood of unimaginable power, a violent surge that drowned the city in seconds. Atlantis, once the beacon of human achievement, was being consumed, not by time but by its own arrogance. The people, desperate, fled in every direction, their cries drowned by the roaring waves. Families were torn apart, their screams lost in the chaos. And as the waters reached their highest, the very land itself seemed to twist and collapse, as if the gods were delivering their final judgment. Within hours, the city that had stood for centuries was nothing more than a memory, a vanished civilization swallowed by the sea as if it had never been. Today, we search. We dive into the deep waters, seeking the lost remains of Atlantis, but the truth remains elusive. What caused the catastrophe? Was it really the wrath of the gods or something else? A massive natural disaster, an earthquake of unimaginable magnitude, or perhaps even something more? The answers lie buried deep beneath the waves, waiting to be uncovered. Atlantis may have been destroyed, but its legend lives on. A cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of pride and the fragility of even the greatest civilizations. And though we may never find the city again, we are left with this question. If Atlantis could fall in a single night, what of us? If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Help the channel grow so we can bring you more gripping tales from the past.